You're live.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to Monday night at Scottsburg's Board of Works. This is 5:30 on Monday, the 28th of September, 2020, the year of our Lord. First thing we'll do is call our Board of Works to order.
Mayor Amick,
Here.
Tom Lewis.
Here.
Karen Grisham.
Here.
Thank you. We will look at the approval of the minutes of September the 14th. If you've had a chance to look those over, we'll entertain any corrections or additions that need to be made.
I'll make a motion, we approve them as written.
Tom Lewis makes a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So moved. Now we have reports from the department heads that are here. We have the one, the only, Chief Zellers.
I don't have any. We got, personnel wise, Andy Brown still at the academy. I think he graduates in November. He's doing real well. We're doing good.
I want to thank you for the officers, how they're becoming a lot more aggressive. I've seen a lot more pullovers and so thank you very much. We want to maintain safety in Scottsburg as Scottsburg PD continues to patrol the streets of Scottsburg every day. We have a patrolman on your street of Scottsburg every day. And, so we're also making sure that our officers are enforcing the speed limits in Scottsburg as well as littering. Folks, we want you to know, we're going to pull you over and tag you if you litter. So please don't be littering. So thank you so very much. We want to be Scottsburg proud and a clean Scottsburg. So thank you very much. Next department head is our utility, Ms. Bixler.
All is going well in the utility office. We were able to resume our disconnects this week. So we've started on that. Worked heavily with getting people, making payment arrangements and getting them paid up. I had one sewer adjustment for you guys tonight, and that's all I've got for you.
Folks, we have opened the utility office back up for right now. We did have City of Scottsburg host a COVID-19 meeting every Monday at 1:00. And in that, we have all the county entities, the City of Austin, City of Scottsburg. And this week, we did have 37 new infections. Now, typically, we are running, single digits to 12, 13. This week, we had 37. What's that from? We are guessing possibly this is the fallout from Labor Day, where people went out of town and came back and with Labor Day. We don't know, but that's just what we're guessing. So anyways, our utility office is open. You can use the drive-through still. You can come in now to the utility office. We also have the night drop. So 24/7, 365 night drop on the west side of the building. Anything else for us?
Not today.
Any other department heads? Okay, clerk treasurer, okay. Let's look at going down the department heads. There's a question on the paving in that we have a question there, so we're gonna skip that. For right now, we do have, folks, just to give you an idea, the state of Indiana discontinued the community crossing grants, and we have an application in for $1 million grant, and that was kind of put on hold. They're just now opening them back up so we can resubmit, so we are resubmitting that. But we do have a couple streets that we are going to complete paving on. We have a restricted fund that we are planning on doing that. So we're not able to release that just yet because there's a couple questions. So that's what's going on with paving. So Lord willing, if we get our grant, we can pave a third of Scottsburg, and we'll pave the entire street from one end to the other. The next thing we have is sewer tax, and this will involve area plan, and Jessica Jones is going to talk to us a little bit about the sewer tax.
So in your Board of Works packet, you found a copy of a letter from IDEM. What this is Bill Sears, who is with us tonight, is working on a project in Moonglow Estates, and he is asking for approval for 42 sewer taps where we are on a sewer ban. We have reached out to IDEM, and this is their approval letter saying that they approve it. However, we need approval from Board of Works to approve issuing Bill the 42 sewer taps. And in your packet, you'll find a copy of the letter as well as supplemental information.
Folks, let me explain this to you if you're watching us from at home. This is, we are on a sewer ban, so anything we add on, we do have to get clearance from Indiana Department of Environmental Management. And we have 92,000 points that we can use for credits. So this is using several of our points, but after this, we will still have 80,000 points. So I want you to know, this isn't, we're not using up all of our points on Mr. Sears. So, you're gonna see in your packet for the Board of Works where this property is located at, and this is right off of Moonville Road.
Which lots was it? I saw that in the email. Do you know which lots it was?
It's on that map that you was just
It's all
showing.
of these?
It's all of those,
All of those.
and that is actually going to be on the next Plan Commission docket on October 19th, so that's not been 100% approved. However, this is one of the steps that has to be approved for that to
I
be.
just wasn't clear which. So
Yeah,
every
It's
one
for all
those?
of those.
Okay,
And then the previous one is where those 3 parcels are currently and how they set.
yeah, it's this.
Yeah.
This is,
Like black.
this is the.
Mm.
We have the developer here now. Would you like to hear from him as well?
I just was curious about which lots it was.
And, Bill, would you like to address anything? We're live on Facebook.
Not particularly, you have to answer any questions that you might have. I can show you the proposed site plan if you'd like to see.
I think.
They
we
do have it right there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's right under it.
So we need a motion to approve.
Approve issuing the 42 sewer tax.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Tom Lewis makes the motion to approve the 42 sewer tax for the Moonglow Estate development. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Hearing a second, is there questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign, so passed.
And I have one other thing for you all. Jason Applegate would like to hire a part-time street laborer. This person would be taking a current part-time person that we have that's getting ready to leave us. It would be fulfilling that position. The person that we are looking to hire is Gregory Mace. It would be on a part-time basis. So we would like your guys' approval or permission to hire him contingent upon pre-employment screenings.
Is this an hourly position?
It is an hourly position, the wage is $16.45 an hour.
And that's out at our compactor area. So we have a compactor only for Austin's, sanitation, but also for Scottsburg's as well as anybody. If you take your stuff there, it goes into a compactor. We have added though an open dumpster so that construction waste can be put in there, couches and mattresses can be put in there. So we're not any longer compacting with all the other, right? So.
And this would be to be effective starting Wednesday, as long as everything, like I said, contingent upon the pre-employment or screenings.
And this is not a full-time position, but a part-time.
What, like 20 hours a week or at his discretion or?
Less than 32.
less than 32?
Yeah, we're actually looking for maybe for 2 or 3 part-time people, so that, we're always will have somebody there. And we want to start back recycling as well. So recycling, I want to try to bring into, so folks will bring the recycling to this area, even on a Saturday. So I'd like to really have a Saturday time frame as well. I mean, that's what we're looking at. So, and
This is the place over there by the high school.
Iowa High School. Yeah.
When's it open again? It's just open certain days, is that right?
No, right now, we're open Monday through Friday.
Oh,
Yeah, Monday through Friday. And, but what I'd like to see us being able to get to the place that we could actually have a few Saturday hours as well, especially for the recycling is concerned. So, but yeah. So do we need a motion then to go forward to hire a part-time person?
So moved.
Okay. Tom Lewis, so moved to put the motion forward to hire a part-time person. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grich, second. Questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So moved.
Thank you, that's all I had.
The next thing is the pole attachment agreement, and I spoken with Mr. Binkley, and what this is on our electrical poles, that we have people that like to hang things on our poles. The telephone company, the cable companies, and so we charge a rental. And so right now, it hasn't had an agreement for the past several years. So we are going through this agreement. And so at this point, Bink and I went through this, I believe it was last Friday, and it's being given back to council. So I don't feel it's complete yet. So we're gonna hold on this one as well. So,
Has he given you any more update on the solar issue that he talked about last night?
yes, he's cranked it up a couple more notches. We're kind of easing into everything. And it is doing much better. They're making some adjustments. It's doing much better. And so, yeah.
So is that, is a lot of that the reason for the charge for that Alpha Engineering? They look like they spent quite a number of hours.
That is the Alpha Engineering. That's solely Alpha. How, you know, I don't know if this, again, I wasn't there. I don't know how this was presented because the citizens of Scottsburg are not getting any benefit as far as the lower electrical rate. Just,
Indiana Municipal Power Agency, INPA, is reimbursing us for those, Alpha Engineering bills that you've been seeing on the
Oh,
bills. They are.
Wonderful.
and I was gonna say, that's the end that should be reimbursing.
Okay,
So, right.
super.
So this isn't quite to the place that, once we have this, that the way we want it, then we'll present this to, I believe, Frontier as well as Spectrum, and for their signatures and payment.
Okay.
So, again, we're gonna probably put that on hold. I spoke with Bank this evening about that. The next thing we have is, the purchase of 171 North Washington Street. This is a city-owned lot. That there was a house that was removed there, and it's a city asset, and right now, our goal is to increase the assessed value of $30 million. To do so, we're cleaning up properties, and we're looking to add properties to it. So we're very thankful for our developer, Mr. Sears, putting in 42 new homes, Chase Murphy putting in 12 homes. Hey, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Welcome. And so here's another one that I'm trying to identify assets that we can sell for development. And so this is one of those assets.
This is
Once
an empty lot.
it's an empty lot. We put it up for bid. We advertised it, put it up for bid. Nobody responded. And we have 30 days where we can actually accept a lower offer. But we had a contractor come forward and said, I would like to buy that and pay your full price. So,
So it's not lower.
it's not a lower rate. This is the assessed value plus expenses as far as the,
appraised value.
so.
So we need a motion to
Motion to accept the,
accept the offer.
from Hidden Meadows LLC for $12,040.
I'll make the motion that we accept the bid.
Ramos makes a motion.
Meadows for $12,040.
Exactly. We accept the bid for $12,040 of 171 North Washington. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grisham seconds. Questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So moved. We have now a new business, resolution 2020-R-5-A. The Board of Public Works and Safety for the City of Scottsburg to approve the purchase of supplies pursuant to Code 5-22-10-5. This is a purchase of a large vehicle. It's a Peterson body, and they've got an 18 cubic foot yard. It's got a grappling hook to it, and it has a side tipping thing. So if you wanted to collect large trash, sometimes it's difficult. But the guys just put it in and hit a button, and it goes up and just dumps it in. There's a rear gate that you open up and dump it. This went through, what's the name again?
Sourcewell.
It went through Sourcewell, which was an agency that goes to manufacturers to get the best price for cities across the nation. So, it's on the Freightliner chassis, and you see the cost of $189,000.
Is this a new one or?
Branded. And it's got a grappling hook.
So this is used for trash collection?
It can be used for limbs.
Used for
It can be used for railroad ties. It can be used for, picking up a quarter off the street. Why'd you guys-
It's not the typical trash truck.
It is one of those trucks that you want to pick the couches up in. You want to pick the mattresses up in. You want to pick that construction stuff up. It's not, we're trying not to pick that stuff up in our trash trucks and hurt things. So we have an older one now, and this just gives us a lot more ability to be able to pick the product up and go with it. So,
Was this a non-planned purchase? I mean, it just came up.
this was
The
something
deal came along.
that was a COVID-19 thing. That basically the COVID-19 has money, so we don't have to have two people. We can have one person run this truck, pick up the trash, so you don't have to have two people. So basically, we're gonna be entitled to be able to get this funding back. Is that correct, Ken?
Yes.
Yes. Take it from there, we'll take it from there.
Just
Basically,
what that it is, yes, we are. It's the CARES Act. We did check with them before the mayor and Jason Applegate looked at this piece of equipment and the need that we have to keep our workers safe, just by not touching the trash.
but while we're paying for it, we will be reimbursed for it.
Yes, yes.
Win-win.
That's what I thought. So the guys were ecstatic about it. You and Karen can both go out and try your luck. It's kind of like a fair, you pick up a teddy bear.
So until we get reimbursed, where's the money coming from? Yeah.
It-
We'll take it out until we get, but this has been a pretty fast reimbursement with these, because we have filed some other things in this CARES Act and the money that's there, so they reimburse pretty quickly.
It's been a great thing to get this done, to be able to allow us to be able to get us a few things like this.
Sure.
And, we have, folks, if you don't know it, Scottsburg did receive $250,000 in grants to be able to give out to businesses who were negatively affected by the COVID-19. And we have 25 $10,000 grants. So, if your business has been negatively affected, your business in Scottsburg, Indiana, you can come and apply, and it'll go before an award board and for $10,000. So, we're very thankful for
I make a motion, we approve the purchase of this piece of equipment for $189,265.44.
the motion is from Tom Lewis. Thank you very much. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grisham seconds. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So moved. Now we have approval. This is like Christmas.
Yeah.
Approval, for the fire truck financing. Now, this is not a COVID-19. This is a deal where we can go ahead and buy the truck and put this on 5 easy payments. As it were. And, and you own it at the end of that 5th payment. So those payments are annual payments. So in 5 years, we'll own the truck. And again, this also went through the source well, and you're going to see the price of this truck in here is not an inexpensive truck. Fire trucks are expensive rascals. And this is $400,000.
We already approved it.
Yeah, you.
So what we're doing is approving the financing.
Right.
So now we're ready to approve the financing and
And the financing is out.
Yeah, this is on the council's agenda. I think Ashley was supposed to remove it from Board of Works. There's a resolution for the council, but essentially, as Terry was speaking, it is a 5-year lease to buy type situation. So after the 5 years, dollar will be on this.
So we're just approving the mayor's ability to sign.
Correct.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
motion made by Thomas. Is there a
I'll second it.
Yes. Second, so approval of sign, sorry about that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pose like sign. Okay, we'll sign it up.
They'd probably take a second fire truck if you wanted to give them one. Jane's got the checkbook.
If you've not seen the one going to Salem, it's a 1941 model. It's a deal now.
You skipped that, item B.
Item B. Oh, I did, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. We have the deal here on, let me pass that. Item B is the Sprigler Settlement Agreement. And this is for the city. The city is part of this as well as the redevelopment is going to be part of this as well. The city's part is the old building alone building and the old river building. The redevelopment was the old peristyle building. So the first 2 buildings coming from the north going south is the city. The last building for the library is the redevelopment. So this got divided up into 2 purchases using 2 separate funds. So that's why we're having to do this. So we need to get this done. What we're doing is basically we've come to an agreement with the Sprigler Group. We want an anchor for the downtown area. And that anchor comes in the form of an eclectic restaurant. And that was the agreement we would have. And with the COVID-19, that has just been extremely difficult to come up with. The Sprigler Group has put improvements into the property. They put a new rubber roof on the property. They have taken out where the damage from the roof where it came down. The middle building in there received so much moisture that the floor had to totally be taken out. So the floor has all been removed. And so this, we've agreed with these folks for basically $40,000. And it doesn't cover all their costs, but it does help them in a lot of ways to, we're getting the property back and the city will go forward in getting this completed. So what question do you have?
This was mutual consent. They wanted to get rid of it, we wanted it back.
That is correct. That is correct. So, a lot of the meeting rooms are still up there. We are going to put a floor into it, straighten some things back up. It'll be a lovely place for them.
So our motion is to approve the settlement agreement.
It is. And this is basically for 2/3 of the property. And again, we're going to ask redevelopment to go forward on the last third of the property.
I'll make a motion that we approve this settlement agreement.
Now, Liz makes the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grisham seconds. What other questions do you have about this property? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So moved. So, okay, and claims.
I would just be open for a motion to accept the claims as presented. And I know y'all came and looked at them, so the good thing was there weren't too many tonight, so it was,
It's good.
yeah, it's kind of nice, wasn't it? It's, yeah.
Taxes.
Yeah. So,
I'll make a motion.
Richard makes a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Will seconds. Any questions, comments, concerns about the claims? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Claims are approved. So, council, do you have anything for us tonight?
I do not.
John? Council, do you have anything for us tonight?
No, I'm guessing I wrote the wrong date down for the plan commission meeting.
I'm sorry.
Actually, I got two different lists. So I have a series of meetings on for the third and the fourth Monday of the month. It's obviously the third. Should have done a better job checking that out. I'll fix it when I get back.
We always love to have you.
That's always a pleasure.
Always love to have you.
Anyway, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, is there anything else we have for this evening? Okay, so we need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Our next motion, so we're adjourned. Thank you very much. Folks, thank you so much. Stay tuned for city council here in 30 minutes. Be right back.